Alright, here the guys, it's Metro. We're back again. Last episode we got 235. We got Shining Force. Don't know if we're ever going to use it in 5 hands, but we do have it. It is early in the day on a Monday, so I don't know what the queues are going to be like. Last night they were instant, but I did actually... Okay, instant again. I did actually have some idea about flying around and getting rares killed, so that seems like a good choice. We might as well do that while we do this. But we actually... bought some proper water yesterday. Probably should buy another allocation. I don't have a ton of time today. That's holy water. I don't have a ton of time today for this, but I will definitely do about an hour's worth. See if we get... I don't think we'll be getting 40. Certainly would be unlikely, but you never know. Crit haste. Yeah, I think intellect is just so important. No matter what, it's an upgrade. Let's buy a little more water. We're going to be extremely, very rapidly going to become 36, so that will be good. Presumably each dungeon will be about 1 level now. Not really sure how we got. We had like a couple really fast levels there. But the oh shit, I just sold that pattern. Wait, why are we in a Cataclysm dungeon? Huh. I guess I accidentally queued for a Cataclysm dungeon. Well, we'll definitely get some new quests here. That's a big problem. I just sold that pattern. Wow, man, I'm an idiot. I do some absurdly dumb things. I'm actually gonna port out real quick. Teleport out real quick. That's a pattern that should be worth some money, so I don't want to forget that I accidentally sold it. Okay.
Farewell.
Teleport back. Not what you want to do. We'll catch up, no problem. This guy is playing Blood DK though. Let's see. Can't keep him alive here at the last minute. Probably not. Maybe. Oh, laying hands from the Paladin. That's good. Yeah, Blood DK does not seem very good at low level. Very strange. Not really sure what is missing from the class, but it seems like Deathstrike is just doing a ridiculously low amount of healing compared to Blood Plague, which is, I mean, that doesn't even make sense. Blood Plague is not even close to a good heal. Especially not if you're fighting a small amount of mobs. Like if you're fighting like 20 mobs, maybe you could see it being high, but it's unlikely. I do like this dungeon though. This is probably one of my favorite Cataclysm dungeons. Oh, he's got that healing absorb on him. I don't know these dungeons well at all, so that's kind of funny that we're doing this one. Yeah, maybe it's not a bad idea to try some different dungeons. I definitely want to stick to classic ones, but it would probably be faster to do some different ones here and there. Get some more quests, right? So it's pretty beneficial. I guess because I hit 30 something. I don't know why we did a Cataclysm dungeon. This place is so pretty, the guy says. It is kind of nice, to be honest. I don't know, man. This whole zone and everything that happens in this zone just feels like completely, like not real. What are you doing? Don't I have a life grip? No, not yet. Wow, they actually made it on. That's really surprising. It's a long elevator. This whole place just doesn't seem to make any sense in the game now. Like, I think they had bigger plans for it, and then they had to scrap them, so then they had to change the original plans. Because it was supposed to be a water raid, right? Like Firelands was supposed to be complemented by a water raid too. And I think they just gave up on that. This Cataclysm was actually a 3-tier expansion, but it was supposed to be a 4-tier expansion. I'm assuming stuff like that has happened in the past. I mean, you might even say MOP maybe, but I doubt it. MOP was a 3-tier expansion as well, which a lot of people don't necessarily recognize. It doesn't look like one because of the first tier of Cataclysm and MOP were like very, very long. They had a lot of bosses in the raids, let's put it that way. But it was all technically 1 tier, and I guess Legion was the same way, but that was still a 4-tier expansion. Jesus. Divine Storm, powerful at any level. Very strange little gauntlet there. I don't really... They put very little effort into making that interesting, I feel like. It's literally just mobs. Well, we can mind control now. This is actually one of the packs where we used to mind control. I was talking about this in the last episode, but yeah. Back in the beginning of Cataclysm when dungeons were quite difficult, we used to just mind control one and let it die. It would tank everything and die. And then there'd be one less mob to fight when you pulled back. Definitely is starting to feel like our character is becoming less and less effective. But again, the good thing is, like, if there's minimal healing needed, which there should be at times, then it shouldn't really be difficult to proceed. But I definitely think, like, there'll be scenarios where healing is at a premium in some dungeons. I don't know which dungeons they would be, but... This guy's just standing in that mechanic constantly. Will this be the dungeon where somebody finally notices that I'm not a healer? Doesn't look like it. Whoops. But the problem with mind control is that you can't heal anymore, so... It only works if people are actually going to do that strategy, and nobody ever will do that, so... Jesus. Otherwise, Dispriest has a talent that allows them to have more access to mind control. It makes them use it, but not become... Like, it's not a channel for them, it's just a spell. Which is very good. Especially on certain weeks in Mythic Plus, but... I don't actually have access to that spell. I thought we might get it. Because it was on the, you know, it's part of the distalent tree. And you would think it would work. Like, I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't, but... Usually it's only talents that are, like, for any spec. Like, they don't have, like, this is only for discipline designation. You know what I mean? We did ding 36 as well. But a lot of the stuff we've gotten so far has not been that case for priests, so I don't really know. Seems very strange. What the fuck? What the hell just happened to that guy? You gonna use your runic power, buddy, or are you just gonna auto attack? After getting hit that hard, you think you might want to use a death strike, huh? Not really feeling it. It's gonna be a tough fight for us, though. This guy's really getting his ass kicked, man. I don't understand. Probably because he doesn't. I mean, how do you not even appear on this chart? What are you doing? You cast the spell one time, 3 times in however long we've been fighting. There's no way Blood DK is this bad. This makes me want to go level a Blood DK, honestly. Like, okay, what the fuck, dude? I just got hit for like 70% of his health. But I'm out of mana, so yeah, this is not good. Need to help with some damage, I think. Definitely wish this spell did a little bit more mana regen. I still can't believe 1%. It seems so bizarre. Oh, we actually... Oh my god. He AMS'd the Shock Blast and still died. There's no way this is meant to be this difficult. Something's up. Let's have this disease on me still. There's a lot of damage. Yeah, somebody else can res. I gotta drink up. Well, I'm really shocked that nobody noticed this. It's so hard to believe. But like I said, I guess it's not noticeable because the healer's role is relatively binary, right? Like you don't really compare it against other healers. So if everybody's alive, then I've done my job effectively, right? Look how many heals it takes me to get that guy to full though. AMS on the pole, okay. Good play. I don't actually have. Pick it up. I think I would struggle to heal this guy even if I had healing spells. I guess the difference is I'm not healing for very much with each cast. It's probably the big difference. I would hope, because I mean, this isn't... Like, let's put it this way. If I spammed Flash of Light on my Paladin, this would be about the return I'd get at max level on a Blood DK. Percentage-wise, you know? I don't actually know if it's because I'm just not healing for a lot. Okay, this guy's actually useless. Let's res him a third time. I love Priest though, man. If there was ever a class like a I just love Plate. Plate is like my calling in this game. I love all the Plate classes. Like even Warrior, which I haven't really loved a lot recently. I still like Warrior probably better than most other classes in the game. Shaman and Druid are neat, but like If I ever had to play a Clothy, I think it would definitely be a priest. I mean, it's definitely not going to be a mage. I don't know. I like Frost as a concept, but I don't really like mage. It's good that people can still have these kind of conversations. Alright, this dude has actually made a paper. I think legitimately the DPS are more capable of tanking this than he is. I don't really understand what's going on, but he's like actually just getting one shot by stuff. Let's take a look. Okay, well, I mean, he has... He's not wearing any heirlooms, I guess, but... He's basically, like, not... Probably not geared at all. I don't know why this keeps happening. Talents? What is fucking going on with this? Spec... It's garbage in this game, man. Rapid decomposition. Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe that's why Blood Plague is healing him so much. Didn't even think that people would use that. It's kind of funny though. I guess this is what people are talking about when they say, like, when they talk about bad blood decays. Because it's like, this guy doesn't actually heal himself. Like, look, he's actually not even healing himself. He's finally doing it now. It's like, okay, so you're basically just not a tank then if you're gonna do that little healing to yourself. The whole point of the class is to out heal your damage, right? So if you're not even gonna remotely compete with that number, then yeah, you're pretty much not a tank. Does he have rune tap yet? I don't know. When do you actually get that? I feel like I should actually play a blood DK, a level of blood DK, honestly. It would be interesting. Better to let somebody who isn't a no-spec character tank, I think, regardless of what happens. It's kind of weird, though. It's literally easier to heal the DPS than it is to heal the tank. Is his gear broken or something, maybe? I don't really understand. Bit of a Joker group, I feel like. It's kind of crazy how hard these leveling dungeons are, though. These dungeons are... Oh my god. I'm just trapped in here. These leveling dungeons are harder than actual... Let's turn this in before this group falls apart. We actually make friends with them in BFA. Oh, do we? Oh yeah, Gilbins. Yeah, right. As Horde in Najatar. That's funny, actually. That's a good point. I forgot all about that. Okay, well this is probably the slowest experience per hour we could have possibly gotten. We still have a whole nother wing. This is an optional boss. It's actually like easier to survive than it looks because they keep throwing us up in the air. But that ground pound just does insane damage. Alright, I think that's gonna be the last wipe in here, honestly. This is a waste of time. We got that quest done at least, but I still can't believe that nobody comments on the fact that I'm not a fucking healer. We literally wiped it here like more times than every other dungeon I've done so far put together. Got his ghoul out at least. It's a good sign. What the fuck? Alright, these Cataclysm dungeons, they ain't for me. This ain't it. Dungeons require too much actual healing on too many different targets. Is that a frontal?
Host must be found. There is only
Forgive me. I have grown too weak to be of any assistance.
Wait, what is this fight? I don't even. We have to kill this guy now? Oh yeah, I remember we killed the shaman for a little bit, and that was like the hard part, and now. No, we kill this guy.
reality.
Oh, I'm out of mana though. Target not in line of sight. Yep, not ideal. Why does this keep doing this? Alright, we're gonna have some deaths here.
Is this reality weak to serve?
Alright, that's enough of this. This is a waste of time. These dungeons are way too much healing required for this. Let's get one more quickly. Gears breaking like Jesus Christ. Don't know how I queued for a Cataclysm dungeon in the first place, but guess it only opened up at a certain level.
I have many lucky doos. You like?
Okay, yeah, let's hit up the AH as well while we wait. Maybe we got a cloak. No, we don't. We don't need any gear, man. That's the thing that sucks about heirlooms. It really is annoying. What is this? Why is this saying I could trade it? You don't want it? Neither do I. Still have this parachute. Does it actually work?
Well, friend of the Grummles.
Oh, yeah, you only get one use out of it, though. Well, let's get that out of our inventory.
This stuff sells itself.
Really? 20 gold? That's it? There's no way that's what it's supposed to be worth. Let's see. Undermine journal. Undermine journal. There's no way that's worth 20 gold. Yeah, we're oh yeah, wow. Wait, no, that's fire tree. Yeah, let's look at a real realm. That's it. 9 gold. I guess it's really not rare at all. Some reason the item itself is going for 50,000 gold though, but not the pattern. That's odd. So I guess I just hang on to that. I should probably just send that to my paladin. Because my paladin is a blacksmith. Okay, hopefully a classic dungeon. There we go. SFK. Sweet. This is one we need too. Pretty good. Another one that's changed substantially. Go away, you shouldn't be here. Why? Because I have no spec? I kind of agree on it. It's hard to disagree with that, honestly. We have an enhanced shaman. I love seeing those enhanced wind furies, man. They're just so awesome. I wonder what Wind Fury Totem looks like when you're a bear. Does it actually proc the Wind Fury ability thing? I hope they won't remove Wind Fury Totem. I have a feeling that they're gonna just completely undo everything they did in Shadowlands and whatever the next expansion is. The last time they did something like this was Mop, where they add a bunch of crazy spells. And then they removed them all in WoD, basically. They're like, actually, this didn't really work out. Now, this fight will be interesting. I think it's actually super easy. It's not even here. I think this boss actually heals you, so. As long as that's interrupted, because I can't actually dispel it. Yeah, this looks like it's dangerous, but it's actually no danger. It's gonna heal us. Oh, not much though. I thought it was gonna heal us to full. But I don't think he can kill you with that mechanic, right? I don't actually know. Guess we're about to find out. No, it can't kill you. Alright. Oh, Robes of Argyle. I already have those, yeah, of course. I got them from the original SFK. I farmed the hell out of this dungeon on so many different characters. Because I was looking for Shadow Fang, I think it's called. Is it still in the game? Let's see. It is. Wow, 400,000 gold. Oh my god. That's just on fire tree. Shadow. Why though? I mean, it's I guess it's a unique transmog. I don't know why anybody would spend. That's something you could farm. Is it still a really rare? Because I was farming it back in Classic and TBC, like. Because back then it was like a super twink item. Yeah, I guess I don't think it's a unique transmog, to be honest. It's just still super rare. Like 0% drop chance, basically. It's interesting. This is a lot more like it. Plus, this tank isn't just getting destroyed every single pack. Makes it a lot more interesting. But in terms of, let's see, still drops, got it after 300 farms, this guy says. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why you would still want a level 19 version of it, but guess says with the level 19, with the new scaling, getting a level 19 version of this has become much harder, as you'll have to be level 19 in order for that version to drop. If you farm this as level 110, you will only have level 60 versions of it, which has almost no value compared to the level 19 twink version. Wait, it's still a twink item? What? That's strange. And they're also, somebody also pointed out that a new level 19 will be a level 25 weapon, so it's even better than it used to be. So you have to farm it on the character that wants to wear it if you want it at that eye level. Very strange. I didn't realize how good this weapon is until I dueled another monk who had one. The Shadow Bolt hits hard and at least won a fight. It also hits from range, which is awesome for monk, so it's definitely worth it. My monk has BIS except the trinkets and of course this weapon. It is a very low drop chance from several different trash NPCs, so if you're in Shadowfang, keep an eye on for it. Huh. This is an interesting encounter, right? Because isn't he summoning like all the old bosses or something? I don't actually know. I think that's what's happening here. Crazy how much easier this is though than that other one. I will say most of it's got to be the tank. Like, there's no way that if you took this guy into that dungeon, it would be that difficult to heal. But it's also the dungeon. Like, it's legitimately more difficult to heal because there's way more mechanics expected to be dealt with. Because, like, you know, it was made for high-level characters, so it was expected that everybody would have all the spells they would need to deal with it. And then, of course, Blizzard never changed that when it got nerfed down to a lower. It's not even, that's not even true. Yeah, it's still a high level dungeon. It's still, you have to be above level 30 at least, right? I can't, not actually sure what level you have to be, but definitely higher than level 10, which is effectively what I am in terms of spell acquisition. Yeah, mage doing 1.1k in a leveling dungeon. They did a great job with the leveling squish, I will say that. All the different squishes they did in Shadowlands, I was like very confused why they would do so many different aggressive things. But no, this is actually the play. For sure. It worked out beautifully. It really feels like a low level character and a max level character are not that far apart. God, the old Death and Decay with the arms and stuff, I love that. It's like legitimately, it makes you feel legitimately that a level 60 item, or a level, I get the level 50 item, could be a gear piece that you might wear at max level. Or at least at level 50, like, for a while, you know, like you could use it for leveling. Whereas in the past, it was like, okay, this item from Cataclysm is entirely useless. It will never have value. Because it is 5 expansions old. Now everything has value to some degree.
What now?
I have many, many wares.
Oh wow, look at that. I really need to do this zone again, man. Ever. Need to do this zone ever. I have no idea what's even going on in this zone anymore. It is insane how much easier it is to heal this guy, though. I really have to imagine it's mostly the tank in this scenario. But I don't know. These mobs are doing all casts and nobody's really even taking damage, so that was definitely not the case in the last dungeon. If it remains this difficulty, we should have no problem. This guy is 32 as well, so that other guy was like 36, so it really shouldn't be much different. Oop. Lock BOE pants. Nice. I mean, unfortunately, as a cloth user, you don't really use pants a lot, but it's nice to have. Another BOE. This time it's an axe. Also got a shadow gem, which is not a weapon. Not equipable. No transmog from that. Yeah, this guy's way easier to heal though. Like the freaking DK. Legitimately, if that dude pulled all this, he would be dead before I even get a cast off. It actually felt like, yeah, it felt like I had no hope of ever healing that guy through any difficult content. Because I wasn't able to keep up with his health pool 1-to-1, and he doesn't do anything to help his own health pool. So I was like, oh, can't really do that on this character. Usually a healer can like out heal the damage regardless if they focus up and use CDs and stuff, but when I have none of those things, then we're kind of limited. We have a limitation. If I was on like a max level, you know, like my main paladin, and you put up like say like 10k HPS. Realistically, I'm probably doing at least 14k HPS, but a lot of it's overhealing. It's just how healing works. You try to minimize your overhealing if you have mana issues, otherwise you just go for it. And this does not work that way. 100% of my healing is going to be effective usually. I mean, I don't think I'm doing any overhealing. Let's see. I highly doubt it. No, 0 overhealing with every single cast on that pack, yeah. They just don't heal for enough. But those crits are big, I'll tell you what. This guy's enhanced or what? Why is he casting all these spells? What are you doing? Go Wind Fury, buddy. Why is he lightning bolting? Is it actually the best damage you can do? It's odd. These are actual dispellable poisons too, so I wouldn't be able to get them regardless, but the druid could. It's so strange that he's just casting. Just casting lightning bolt over and over again. Oh yeah, there's a quest.
Does that better be good?
Getting the green mark on it made me not realize there was a quest.
Hello.
You guys are difficult. Trying to type a message and I'm falling behind here. guy on about? We skipped 2 pieces of trash. That's really, really big. Oh, I forgot to turn the quest in. Oh well. Alright, let's do one more. What are we, 37? We'll do one more. And that'll be it for today. Pretty sure I definitely had that already too. I pretty much have everything from Shadowfen Keep. So I used to solo it on multiple different characters. Maghard Guardcaster. This is just a... Any lightbound traders come to this world, I will be ready. Oh. Interesting statement to make there. Oh yeah, we could have actually done the quest for priests. Oh no, this is in... Wait, isn't there one for...
Watch your back.
I could have swore there was one for SFK too. Copies of the Twilight Creed burned. See, they're all different. It's pretty cool. Every BRD quest is different. Okay, Skullomance. Oh, here's his mage again.
Class is now in session. Class dismissed.
Yeah, I forgot. This the guy was like not even present for the first fight. He wants things to go faster, but he's AFK at the start of every dungeon we do.
I can never die. This cannot be!
Oh, we have to... Okay, somebody's doing it for us. I don't know the quests very well in this dungeon. I feel like I always miss something. I don't understand why. I think there's like a book in a really weird place that I always just don't know about when we're tanking it. Man, it is crazy how much worse this Night Fae ability, or this Nightborn ability is compared to the Lightforged Draenei one. It's like, oh my god, that is actually insane. It's like 100% better. Okay, this guy's health is just not going up. Unlucky.
Oh, it takes some real stones to challenge the mistress of illusion. Well, show me what you've got.
Some real stones. It's a strange thing to say in a game like this. Never really played the game with sound on until like much later than this, so I don't actually know any of these voice lines. Okay, we're just killing the wrong ones over and over again, but it doesn't seem to matter anymore. Or it's actually how it's supposed to be on normal, because that's like literally they got killed in one shot, even though they had 2k health.
Dizzy?
It's a strange fight on normal. In challenge mode, you had to be very deliberate about which one you killed, because I actually have some funny footage of us doing this dungeon with some people who had no idea how to do challenge modes properly, and we had a lot of problems with this fight.
My dear, it appears we have visitors. Friends of yours, boss?
You there. Make yourselves useful and deal with these summoners.
We're not pulling them out.
Their deaths only serve to empower my summoners further. Behold!
You feed their souls to their brethren? You are sick.
What's the matter, boss? Getting tired?
I will never stop hunting your kind,
Isn't it
necromancer.
beautiful?
Never!
The weaving of flesh and bone and soul.
We'll see if you revel so much in death once I've ripped out your throat.
You too are beautiful, boss. Have you looked in a mirror recently?
You'll pay for your tongue.
My dear, you should embrace this
Run,
gift that has
necromancer.
been
Your
bestowed
life
upon you.
ends once I catch my breath.
Come, Voss. Your fate awaits you.
I haven't done this dungeon in such a long time. Feels like Mop, I think, would probably be the last time I did it. Mop CMs. Oh, the bone spike went away. So you might want to kite. Usually you try to drop stacks by running away. The boss moves very slow. But I guess on normal it doesn't matter, or he doesn't realize that's how it works. Somebody else taunted. That's not really productive either, but okay. Every time he melees, he does extra damage, so you would typically want to drop stacks here and there. It's always a weird trash mob, this flesh horror. I never really understood it. Basically, they just have a bunch of mobs that are attached to it, and you kill those, and the mob dies. Is that how it works? I think, yeah, meat graft, that's it. So it's kind of just AoE it down. But the flesh whore is also a target. You could technically kill it, but it's got a ton of health. Wonder what happens if you actually just kill that. Does it still die? You actually have to kill the meat grafts. Oh yeah, here's one of the books. I always miss
I
this.
am the Dark Master.
We got 3 out. I didn't even know where the second one was though, so who knows?
I won't let you.
Who knows? Alright. This Lily and Voss encounter now or whatever.
Lovely rune blades on our guests and fetch me their bones.
Frothing at the mouth.
Can't
Or is that
fight
Radiance?
him.
I can feel
This is actually a pretty hard fight to heal back in the day. Remember having this was actually I always it doesn't really get brought up anymore. It got brought up a lot in Legion, but people used to ask me why I would never get in Discord with people to do keys. And now obviously there's multiple reasons, but this was actually the fight that I remember thinking like, all right, that's the last time I'm doing keys and pugs with voice chat, because we had a guy, I don't even remember what part caused difficulty for the fight, but like, you know, there's a fair amount of healing and there's a fair amount of damage, so the guy was like basically blaming the damage dealers, and the damage dealers were blaming the healer. And in challenge mode you could just reset the dungeon, so it was like not a loss thing even if we wiped, but it didn't even matter, like we were not going to wipe. Well, okay, we wiped to the boss, but this dungeon was like the easiest timer ever in any Mythic Plus or challenge mode ever. Like you used to beat this with like half the time lapse. Like you'd be 14 minutes of a 25-minute timer kind of thing. So anyway, it was like, it doesn't matter, let's just get gold and move on. And they were just like arguing. They literally wouldn't stop arguing. I had to kick them. I think I actually banned them from the disc. Yeah, I think I kicked the guy. I think I took the side of the healer and he seemed more logical, so I kicked the DPS and like he came back or something like that. Like I can't remember. It was like this ridiculously protracted argument over absolutely nothing, and I'll never forget that. I'm like, dude, that is ridiculous. Like, not only were we gonna continue, we could have easily continued and still finished it, and he's like, yo, you're supposed to fucking heal, bro. He's like, bro, I am fucking healing. You're supposed to move. It's like, wow. This is like the easiest dungeon too. It was kind of embarrassing.
If you haven't come to study, I'll use you to teach a lesson. School is in session.
That was like the moment where I was like, yeah, no thanks. It was just so awkward, and I felt like the fact that I actually had to ban these people from, we were using Ventrilo at the time, but the fact that I used to have to ban these people from Ventrilo was like, oh my god, man, this is just not fun. The content, it's so sad to say, but like, the content is so fun without players. Like, it's also very fun because players are sometimes so funny that it makes it even more interesting than the content itself. But like, if I could just play the game without other players and still accomplish my goals, that's exactly what I would choose to do. It would be much easier. I would love to tackle every challenge by myself as well. I think that would be way more interesting. Like if there was a way to tank, DPS, and heal, like somehow fill all the roles that were needed on a fight at once, I think it'd be way more interesting. You actually have to kill these? I didn't think so. Well, the boss died, so I'm not even sure. I thought the gate just opened after a while. Okay, so yeah, that's probably all we'll have time for today. We kind of got lost in that one dungeon, so we barely got 2 levels. What did we do, an hour? Yeah, about an hour. Okay. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one. Next one we should be getting 40. And then it will start getting interesting, I'd imagine. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.